In this video, I'll be breaking down question 78 of the USMLE's 2024 version of the free 120 sample questions for Step 1, which is linked in the video description down below. As always, if you haven't taken a look at this question yet, I encourage you to pause the video, try working through the question on your own, then come back here and check out the breakdown. Okay, so let's take a look at the question, and as always, we'll start at the end, we'll figure out what they're asking, and then we'll go back to the passage and get our key information. So they're saying which of the following hormones is the most likely cause of this finding. So thinking about our styles of question on step 1, mechanism versus diagnosis versus association. I think I'm gonna think about this from a mechanistic standpoint and see if I can figure out what hormone is going to cause whatever symptoms they're going to give to us in this passage. So let's see what we've got. So 3-day-old female, so newborn problem, leaking yellowish milky fluid from both nipples, delivered to at term, healthy person, everything was uncomplicated, no other findings on exam. So what would explain yellow milky fluid leaking from both nipples in a newborn? So let's look at the answer choices and let's think about mechanisms here. So right away I see we've got three hormones that they're giving us: estrogen, progesterone, and prolactin. Well, I know prolactin is involved in breast milk production, so right away I'm liking that a little bit more than the others. And so I know estrogen, progesterone, those are going to be involved in some sex characteristics and other things, maintaining the endometrium, but I can't think of how they would be involved directly in milk production. So I'm going to rank those down. I'm not going to rank them higher than one of the prolactin containing answers. So we'll just go ahead and cross those off. All right. So now we've got prolactin, which we know is involved in the manufacture of breast milk, the production of breast milk. So is that coming from mom or is it coming from the baby? Well, so could it be the baby was born with a prolactinoma that's producing prolactin already at day 3 but has a completely otherwise normal exam? I think that's maybe a long shot versus mom was just making prolactin anyway, and it was in her blood, it's in the baby's blood, some of it crossed over through the placenta and it's just left over there. Like, that sounds, if I have to say what's the most likely cause, that sounds a heck of a lot more likely than baby being born with an active pituitary prolactinoma. Could it happen? Maybe, I don't even know, but it certainly doesn't seem like it would be more likely than mom who's making prolactin anyway, just giving some of that to her baby. So I would, even if I can't rule out F, C is definitely going to be more likely, and so that's how I would approach this if I came across a question like this on test day. So I hope this was helpful. If you like this breakdown, check out some of the other breakdowns in this series, and as always, I hope this helps you out on test day.